Hello folks, this is Luckstruck9 bringing you a video on the Crota cheese, also known as Crota pushing or Crota yeeting, a method of completing the Crota encounter by using a finisher to push the boss off the edge using 6 melee knights that spawn in the encounter. The setup will require making the knight's finisher, but the rewards are well worth it. Part 1. The build. My preferred build for pushing Master Crota is the Void Subclass Nightstalker on Hunter. You will want to ensure you have the following aspects. Trapper's Ambush. This aspect will allow you to use your melee to go invisible by throwing a smoke bomb or diving. Vanishing Step. This aspect will make you go invisible when dodging. It is notable that dodging while invisible is an extension of your invisibility to the extent where you are not visible, unlike performing an invisibility dive while invisible. Performing an invisibility dive while invisible will briefly make you visible just enough for enemies to see you and track to you. Pair those aspects with the Echo of Persistence fragment to extend the duration of your invisibility by approximately 50%. Top this all off by putting on Gambler's Dodge so you can get melee charges when you dodge near enemies. For exotic armor, I recommend using Omnioculus as it allows you to have 2 invisibility dives, which is helpful. Because you will use invisibility dives to control Crota's aggression, having more is better. Pushing Normal Crota is different because the knights do not have shields, so you cannot use invisibility dives repeatedly without killing them. In this case, for Normal Crota, I would recommend Stronghold Titan. For your finishers, the Give Them the Chair finisher from Guardian games proves to be the most effective. However, since it's a limited time finisher, a more common recommendation is the Scythe from Season of the Haunted. Most other finishers can work, however, both Give Them the Chair and Scythe have proved to be the top 2 most effective finishers. Part 2. Crota behavior. Crota has somewhat unique behavior because he is an enemy with a ranged attack as well as a melee attack which is triggered by player proximity. In order to get Crota to stand still in place where you can potentially find a good lineup for finishing, you will want to have isolated aggression. Do note that double jumping while invisible will alert Crota and knights to your location, and they will begin to track you for about 4 seconds even while you are invisible. You can, however, double jump while Crota is far away in order to lure knights to ideal locations. If you invisibility dive in Crota's melee proximity trigger range, he will slam you, and once you are invisible, he will begin to walk away. If Crota is far enough away from you and your invisibility dive, he will run towards you where you dove when your invisibility timer is about 3 seconds. Do note this timer accounts for Echo of Persistence. At this point, if you use a dodge, you can extend your invisibility while Crota stands still where you dove. It is now that you would begin to look for a lineup. If you are unable to find a lineup, you can use a melee dive to have Crota slam and begin to walk away. Similar to Crota, while you are invisible and not double jumping, knights will run towards your last known location. Part 3. The lineups. There are a few different options for lineups. The one thing they all share in common is the spots in which you pass through. The part of Crota that you wish to put between yourself and the knight you are finishing is directly behind his kneecap. This spot proves to be one of the most consistent Crota collision boxes. In the lineup, you want to maximize your distance between yourself and the knight. The speed at which you move into a finisher spot is helpful to transfer momentum to Crota. In addition to positioning Crota and a knight, you should aim directly out of the back of the room. The structure at the far end of the room is U-shaped, and you'll end up wanting to send him straight out the center of this structure. Hitting Crota too much to the side will have him bounce off the U structure and not fall off. Do note that if Crota's feet touch the ground anytime outside the arena, he will teleport back into the arena. Something to note for lineups is also the location in which Crota is standing while you are doing the lineup. There is often more success when Crota is standing on the front center of the circle while you're performing the finisher on the slant, as this will result in an upwards launch of Crota. Perform all of these steps together, and you should be able to successfully launch Crota off the map. Reminder that the build suggested and behavior tactics are meant for a completion of solo Master Crota. However, you can have teammates in with you as long as they remain out of sight while someone is attempting to push Crota off the map. I have included over 200 sample clips in the link in the description, so if you are curious on more Crota lineups, please take a look at them. Big thank you to twitch.tv/foreverparm for helping clip all of these and make them accessible. If you have any questions, please comment below and I will do my best to try and answer them. If you felt like you learned something from this video, please drop a like and consider subscribing. Thank you very much. Have a great day.